All right, so we're finishing off another week here in the live trading room with the adaptive entry system. We've actually been trading it live for about 3 weeks. We've been trading the adaptive entry system for quite a bit of time prior to that, but we really started tracking it live here in the last 3 weeks in the live trading room with a live audience. So the adaptive entry system, consists of momentum trades, consensus trades, and then trend bias trades, which is where the color gives us an indication, color of the price bar gives us an indication as to which direction we might likely be moving. It is truly one of the most consistently powerful, profit-producing systems that I've ever seen in over 35 years of trading. So we're pretty excited about it. So what we do here at the end of the day is we take a quick look at what the day's performance was. So there's two categories. There's a variety of categories that we track, and I don't go into all of them, but you can see what they are here. The two categories that we track are for those traders who want maybe to devote a minimal amount of time to trading. So we track 9:30 Eastern to noon Eastern, and we take a look at how many total trades were produced during that time if you were to take all of the entry signals, all consensus signals, all trend bias signals, and all momentum signals. And then we look at on the NASDAQ 100 futures, how many points of profit were produced. Each point is worth $20 per contract. And then the other category we take a look at is our trend bias only trades, where we don't take consensus, we don't take momentum, but we take trend bias plus only. And in both of these categories, we're looking for just 10 points of profit. That's $200 of profit per contract. So we take that information then and we jump over to one of the most valuable tools a trader could ever want to have in their tool set, and it is your personal trading plan. You use this trading plan tool to forecast what your potential profits are for the next 12 months. And very simply what we did, and I've already pre-filled it today, is we fill in our profits. So this is in the category of taking only the trend bias trades. We did 45 3/4 points today. 45.25 times $20 a point is $905, and that's on one contract. Our trading plan has grown has helped us know when to scale the number of contracts. So today was actually the first day that we're trading 3 contracts within our trading plan. So that means that $905 per contract times 3 is $2,715 of profit today, and 27 contracts, because we had 9 trades. Sorry, we had 10 trades, so that should be 30. So we have 30 contracts that we trade, 10 contracts, and so then we take a look at our actual performance. We're averaging just over $900 a day. We're averaging 30 points a day. This tool is then designed to say, if we were to continue at that same run rate, what would our income be at the end of 12 months? So right here, we can plug in whatever future performance that we desire. It should be realistic compared to what our actual average is. So 30 points a day is what our projection is going forward. And we also insert the assumption that once a week we're going to have a losing day. We haven't had that yet, but we insert that going forward just to be realistic in terms of our plan. So we assume that one day a week we're going to lose 15 points, and on NQ, the NASDAQ 100 futures, that equates to $300. And then we can also, in terms of our future planning, decide how many contracts we want to trade. If you've been following along with us, you know already that we set a variable over here that says we're only going to allocate 10% of the total balance of our account to contracts. Each contract is $500 to take a trade. So if I wanted to trade 3 contracts, I'm using $1,500. But we're going to limit that amount to 10%, or however many contracts I say to limit it to in my planning, whichever one is less. So we've got 10% of the balance we would be allocating to contracts. I'm showing a very conservative scaling and estimate to cap it out at 3 contracts. So here's the bottom line. We've averaged just over 30 points a day. We're forecasting going forward 30 points a day with 15 points a day, 15 points of losing once a week, maxing out at 3 contracts. That projects out an income for us of just over $327,000 for 12 months. I think that's very powerful, and it's a very powerful tool for you to use to say if you had a challenging day, you plug in your performance and you see that it doesn't dramatically affect your future 12-month forecast. So you can come back and have confidence in trading the next day as long as you're on pace for your forecast. All right, so the other category is if we took out all of the signals, trend bias, momentum, and consensus, and we looked for 10 points of profit out of each. Today, we're trading 3 contracts. We had 50 points. 50 points on NQ is $1,000 a contract, so 3 contracts is $3,000. And then we had 9 trades, so on 3 contracts, that's 27 contracts. That accounts then for the cost of trading, commissions, fees, etc. So we ended up with a net of $2,892 today. We're averaging, again, these categories are both pretty similar. We're averaging just over 30 points a day, and I'm going to adjust my forecast. Our average has increased, and I'm going to adjust my forecast going forward to 30. And in this category, just because of our familiarity with this category, I'm only planning on a 1 day a week loss of 10 points. And if that changes, if I go back and I look, a couple of months out and I see, hey, my losing days are averaging 12 points or my losing days are averaging 20 points, whatever it might be, I can change that number so that going forward, the days that are in forecast mode as opposed to real mode, actual mode, will forecast correctly. And the summary of all of that will give me a idea of what my potential income could be over the next 12 months. So again, you can play around with this. You could set your contract max at 2 if you want to be ultra conservative and see what that is. If you're a little more aggressive, you could set it at 10. You can set it at whatever you want, knowing that no matter what you set it at here, it's always going to be at or less than 10% of the balance of your account. Meaning, if I want to open 5 contracts, that's $2,500. I need to have $25,000 in accumulated balance in my account to open 5 contracts. If I want to open 10 contracts, that means I need $5,000. That means at 10% that my account balance would have to be $50,000 before the tool, the program here, would allow my scale to get up to 10 contracts. So I like, for the purposes of our community and our live trading room in particular, to show a conservative forecast. So I set that at 3. Those of you who have your own trading plan tool, you can play with that and set it at whatever you desire. Last thing I just want to share with you here is on our tracking tool, we look at averages too. Today in the all category, we hit 50 points. So that's nicely above our average of just over 37 points. And on our trend bias only trades, our average is 44.72. Today we're at 45.25, right in line with what our experience rate has been in terms of tracking this performance live in the live trading room. Full transparency, everybody gets to see the wins, everybody gets to see the losses, and then we summarize at the end of the day. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you're interested in the adaptive entry system, you can click on the link in the email or recording, and that'll take you to a page with more information regarding the system. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. We'll be back again next week for another week of trading.